Tension shifted in a garage filled with luxury cars as the woman questioned Fang's sudden appearance. Fang explained that he had to intercept President Qin because his calls went unanswered. The dark-haired young man asked what was troubling her, his curiosity clear in his tone. Tension hung in the air as Fang confronted the mysterious woman about the promise made to the family regarding Yi's future. Fang leaned in and offered a tempting bribe, trying to persuade the skeptical woman listening to his proposal. The dark-haired young man stood shocked as the woman reacted to his unexpected proposal to offer Yi 10 times his annual salary. Fang confidently claimed that a bodyguard's salary was trivial compared to what he could secure with a single business call. The confident woman proposed a lucrative resignation offer to Yi and suggested he consider Fang's deal. Fang told the caller he would accept the job as soon as the money was transferred, promising to resign immediately after. Fang smiled smugly as he agreed to his proposal with a nod. Fang smirked while mocking Yi, confident that money was all it took to make the boy disappear. Fang sent the bank account details, and the woman asked whether the annual salary was 100 or 200,000. Fang stared at his phone, shocked by the transfer amount needed to secure the deal. A shocking revelation struck Fang as he learned the staggering amount required for the deal. He exclaimed in disbelief about the absurdity of the sum, feeling overwhelmed. The woman beside him smirked, clearly amused by his reaction. Tension crackled in the air as Fang confronted Qin about the seriousness of their business deal. He insisted he was genuinely trying to buy out Yi. Qin remained unfazed, stating she was also seriously engaged in the deal. The atmosphere turned confrontational as a determined woman pointed at Fang, emphasizing her strong belief in humility and respect. Fang confronted someone, gesturing emphatically, warning about the consequences of protecting Yi and cautioning not to regret it later. Fang, filled with excitement, announced his plans to propose to, inviting President Qin and her bodyguard to the wedding. A mocking woman stood beside luxury cars, criticizing Fang about Yi's future at the wedding. A confident woman stood beside a red car, plotting how Fang's marriage could help her own ambitions. She hoped Fang would marry quickly, believing it would benefit her chances. Tension filled the air as a determined young man with dark hair approached the seated figure, who remained calm and unfazed behind the desk. Tension crackled as a confident and ambitious young man with dark hair made a bold proposal to boss, demanding control over his restaurant's inn. A cunning deal was about to unfold as a confident young man with dark hair signed the contract. Fang declared his offer to President Yi, demanding 60 million. A bustling street scene surrounded a restaurant, its new name sparking curiosity among onlookers. Fang observed the changes with interest and commented on the name change. Excitement filled the air as characters admired a grand restaurant, eager to discuss its opulent owner and their plans for dinner. Fang slammed his fist onto the table, signaling his frustration and determination as the tension in the room escalated. A well-dressed man stood confidently, expressing his concern about a rival restaurant's name change, fearing it might challenge his own establishment. A tense atmosphere settled as a nervous young man with dark hair informed his boss about a recent restaurant sale across the street. A smug man reveled in his dominance, contemplating how a reckless kid dared to challenge him in the restaurant industry. A commanding figure instructed Fang to keep an eye on the opposite side, emphasizing the importance of the matters at hand. Fang responded affirmatively. An opulent hall buzzed with anticipation as the authoritative speaker prepared to address the gathered attendants. The speaker instructed everyone to ensure the proposal ceremony met the highest standards. The attendants responded with a unified affirmative chorus ready to comply. A jewelry box opened, revealing a sparkling ring that gleamed under the light. The jeweler presented the ring to Fang with pride. Fang confidently revealed a small proposal object to the audience, planning to win over with a grand ceremony. Fang confidently invited the woman to dinner, revealing his important role in a significant project and a special reservation at. Fang asked if it was close to her company, his tone filled with charm and confidence. Curiosity sparked as a young man with dark hair observed a newly opened shop, intrigued by its fresh presence. He wondered if the shop had just opened. A surprised woman gestured toward the restaurant, expressing curiosity about its opening across from. Fang watched her speak, feeling pensive. Excitement bubbled as a young man with dark hair expressed his enthusiasm for the grand new shop, linking it to Wei's influence. A group of girls stood together, their eyes fixed on a mysterious and intriguing man standing on the balcony. One girl questioned what was wrong with him. Another girl wondered what he was doing there. A sense of anticipation filled the air as the event preparations took shape. An enthusiastic woman held balloons, excitedly anticipating a proposal. She speculated that the spot cost a staggering 100,000 yuan. Amazed, a young man with dark hair watched the proposal unfold, suddenly realizing the stunning woman was the center of attention. A striking woman in a black dress captivated the onlookers, surrounded by roses and hearts, evoking a sense of longing in a determined young man with dark hair. He expressed his desire for the woman and remarked on her allure, questioning how someone like him could ever qualify for her. Fang confronted the intruder in the opulent restaurant, seething with anger at the disrespect shown in front of his guests. Fang commanded the manager to clear the trash from the second floor and demanded the microphone back. The woman responded affirmatively, ready to comply. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement as Fang held the microphone, ready to propose to amidst a lively crowd. He asked if she was willing to share a future with him. A curious young man with dark hair looked perplexed as he called out for a response. Fang confronted a group of chefs while holding a sparkling object, demanding to know what they were doing. Explosions rocked the surroundings, leaving a young man with dark hair visibly shocked and alert amidst the chaos. A flurry of balloons burst around a young man with dark hair as he shouted in frustration. Fang demanded to know why they were popping his confession balloons. He insisted that the roses should not be swept away. A lavish restaurant buzzed with laughter, the atmosphere thick with anticipation as Fang prepared for a romantic proposal. Fang attempted to propose, but the restaurant staff interrupted, leaving him embarrassed. An amused observer laughed, finding humor in Fang's thwarted romantic plans. Fang shouted angrily, demanding the restaurant boss come outside, and insisted that everyone should know who he was. Fang confidently walked down the stairs, asserting his identity and demanding respect while addressing the intruder with authority and defiance. Tension filled the lavish restaurant as Fang confronted an aggressive man demanding to see the boss. Fang questioned the other man's intentions. The other man rudely rebuffed him, insisting it was none of his business. Fang declared his dominance, confidently asserting that he was the boss of the restaurant, leaving the others momentarily stunned. Fang confronted the boss accusing him of pretending to be tough while revealing he had checked the ownership of the restaurants. Fang confronted the rival and demanded to know how he could afford such extravagant spending, offering to reward the worker for his help. A determined woman swung a stick at Fang's face, the intensity of the moment palpable. Tension crackled in the air as an angry man unleashed a furious tirade at a young man with dark hair who stood defensively. He angrily insulted Fang, questioning his worth. Fang nervously stated he was just there to clean toilets. Tension escalated as a frustrated young man with dark hair accused another of ruining his proposal. The other character smugly taunted him about feeling anxious and jealous. Fang dismissed the proposer's intentions, asserting that his divorce from had severed any connection between them. Fang asserted his authority, stating that in his restaurant, everyone must follow his rules without exception. A confident and challenging young man gestured, while questioning another's financial credibility in a confrontational atmosphere. A confident woman declared her ownership of shares, implying there was nothing wrong with making a fortune under her own boss. Fang confidently revealed a ring box to Yi, proclaiming that he was different and dismissing the other's skepticism about his financial capabilities. A diamond ring glinted in the light as a romantic young man knelt, hope radiating from him like a beacon. He proposed to, expressing the ring's immense value, stood frozen, astonished by the unexpected declaration. Fang humiliated Yi, his confidence radiating as he reveled in the moment. A concerned woman watched, worry etched across her face, fearing for Yi. Fang contemplated his options, knowing disagreement could significantly improve his chances with Yi. A tense atmosphere filled the room as a serious and determined young man asked if she would accept his proposal. A tense atmosphere enveloped the room as a woman expressed uncertainty to Fang, wanting more time to think about the situation. A confident young man presented a small object, acknowledging that he couldn't succeed on the first try, urging someone to take their time to think. A romantic tension filled the air as a charming and confident young man presented a diamond ring to a surprised woman in a luxurious setting. A confident woman questioned a man's wealth, teasing him about the jewelry others offered her. He listened, uncertain about his own status and gifts. A frustrated woman dismissed Fang, expressing that his status as a live-in son-in-law rendered her words pointless. The atmosphere crackled with tension as an angry woman confronted a calm, surprised young man about his betrayal. She declared that if he hadn't betrayed her, a diamond ring would have been his reward. Fang reassured a distressed girl about a future promise, claiming he would give her a diamond ring as compensation for his past shortcomings. The atmosphere thickened as Fang's determined grip tightened around the turquoise box, revealing his unwavering focus. The atmosphere shifted as an angry woman confronted a man in a suit, accusing him of betrayal. She declared he was a liar. Fang walked away dismissively. Fang held his cup of coffee, watching with hopeful determination as she listened, intrigued yet cautious about his proposal. The confident woman proposed a cunning plan to manipulate President Yi, suggesting he reveal his true identity after marriage. A mysterious hand reached for a coffee cup, signaling an intriguing moment in the unfolding drama. Fang remarked that someone had guessed half right. Fang kneeled dramatically, revealing his plan to expose the truth to on her wedding day, aiming to shatter her illusions. Fang served tea to the visitors, sensing the tension in the air. The woman in the blue dress expressed her devastation about the marriage situation. The bride stood quietly, worried as the conversation unfolded. A tense atmosphere filled the room as a male character reported a crucial detail to Boss. He revealed that the singer's microphone had been swapped before the performance. Fang expressed concern about Yi's sharp observation skills, noting that a mistake could have led to a major problem during the performance. A confrontation escalated, tension crackling in the air as two men dragged Fang forward, confusion etched across his face. Fang wondered what they wanted with him, insisting he had been drinking with friends. The investigator accused him of being the culprit hiding among the guests. Fang sat confidently on a stool, addressing the unseen character with an assertive question about their connection to Wei. A tense confrontation unfolded in a richly decorated room, with emotions running high and uncertainty thickening the air. Fang questioned who Wei was, feeling increasingly defensive. His eyes became evasive, suggesting he might be hiding something. Fang demanded the other character's phone, his calm demeanor contrasting with the defiant refusal that followed. Fang expressed frustration, insisting that the other character needed to take a more difficult approach to the situation. A confident woman stepped forward, asserting she could handle the situation, while a surprised man reacted to her boldness. A confident woman teased a surprised man, claiming his physique was better than the last one she encountered. A tense atmosphere filled the room as a confident woman confronted a fearful man about his phone. She questioned Fang about whether it contained the person who directed him. A frantic struggle ensued as a desperate young man fought to free his hand from a constraining device. He yelled for someone to let go of him. A playful woman tossed an object toward a young man with dark hair who was sitting nearby. Fang warned someone about the danger as another character aggressively confronted a confident woman, threatening her with violent words. A powerful attack struck Fang, sending him crashing to the ground. The woman looked furious as she stood over him, ready to press her advantage. A woman adjusted her clothing and awkwardly apologized to President Yi for interrupting his tea drinking. A desperate girl clung to President Qin, pleading for her protection amidst rising tensions. Fang confronted the woman with defiance, challenging her to a fight, claiming he would outlast her in bed. A confident woman stood over a defeated man, exuding dominance as she declared her control in the fight. A confident woman asserted her superiority, claiming that only a truly powerful man could compete with her. Fang listened attentively, intrigued by her boldness. A sudden realization struck Fang as he examined his phone, revealing significant chat records with Wei. A serious tension filled the air as Fang stood beside a worried woman. He contacted someone urgently for assistance. A confident woman leaned closer, teasing the thoughtful man about his romantic interests. A tense atmosphere settled as a man in a suit answered a phone call with a concerned expression. He greeted, revealing the unease in his voice. A tense atmosphere thickened as a man with dark hair reacted to an unsettling voice on the phone, questioning the caller's identity and motive. A tense confrontation unfolded as a confident young man with dark hair confronted boss about his forgetfulness regarding past threats. A smug man taunted Fang over the phone, asserting his position as the family's useless live-in son-in-law. Fang demanded clarification from the caller, asserting that he still wanted to know what they wanted after their interference in his restaurant. A shocked man reacted to the surprising news about the restaurant's new ownership. He wondered how the family's live-in son-in-law could afford such resources. The smug man laughed as he confidently taunted his little brother about his decades of experience in the restaurant industry. A confident young man with cunning eyes spoke on the phone, smirking as he made a bold threat about using dirty tricks against his opponent. A determined young man with dark hair approached restaurant, flanked by curious onlookers and a casual companion. A confident and assertive young man reported to Lord that everyone had arrived. Lord listened calmly, unfazed by the information presented. A stern man demanded confirmation from his subordinates about causing trouble for. One subordinate responded affirmatively, showing agreement with the plan. Excitement buzzed in the air as a young man with dark hair entered the bustling restaurant, ready to impress the guests. The eager waiter informed his boss about the arrival of numerous foreign guests. The boss responded enthusiastically, instructing the chefs to pour their hearts into the dishes. A frantic scene erupted as an anxious man rushed to deliver alarming news to his boss. He reported that the guests had fallen down, foaming at the mouth. The woman leaned in, her curiosity piqued, as she asked Fang about the recent incident at across the street. Amidst the chaos of food poisoning, a young man with dark hair stood firm, declaring downfall. Yeast ventures flourished, with high-end KTVs opening and those who threatened him vanishing like smoke in the bustling city of. In a vibrant banquet hall, a woman shared the latest gossip about influential figures suddenly disappearing from, capturing everyone's attention. A dismissive figure in formal attire held chopsticks while recounting TM's futile plea for help against Yi, mocking his supposed misfortune. In an elegant setting, a woman shared details about Fang's relentless proposals, noting the rumors swirling around her sister's impending decision. A tense atmosphere filled the room as a frustrated woman rebuked the man for his refusal, claiming it embarrassed the Fang family. A determined woman with long orange hair contemplated her future, planning to accept a proposal at the upcoming concert. A joyful atmosphere surrounded the gathering as glasses clinked in celebration. Fang raised his glass, expressing a wish for happiness in marriage. A curious young woman scanned the room, wondering where her brother had run off to. A tense atmosphere filled the room as a determined young man with dark hair urgently spoke on the phone, informed brother about Fang's proposal. If you'd like to see your favorite titles retold, leave a comment and I'll be sure to pick some of them up from time to time. Also, let me know which video format you like more, long videos or short ones. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you again soon.